They cannot go a whole day without vaping. In the middle of a class, there's a teacher at the front of the board and you're there vaping. Not only that, you're sharing the vape. Sharing these days is really expensive because some people really don't have it. But imagine you hit a vape and then you have diarrhea. Will you still be vaping? Hi guys, so today's video is about vaping and types of people that vape. Before we talk about vapes, we have to get into the history of the vape / the e-cigarette. In 2003, a Chinese pharmacist called Honlik made the e-cigarette, which we now call the vape. Anyways, he made the vape and it was actually to get himself off cigarettes. Turns out that didn't actually work, and he actually said that he vapes and does cigarettes, so he just fucked up everything. The reason for the e-cigarette was in order for people to, get off smoking cigarettes and then get to something similar, with a similar sensation, but not as bad. It was better than smoking, but you know what's better than smoking and doesn't have any effects? Breathing fresh air. The original flavors were like mint. Who wants to have mint tobacco flavored electronic air? I know kids these days love Bluetooth, but I don't think like electrocaline air is like really that hip. Why not make special flavored flavors in order to appeal to wider audiences? And when they said wider audiences, they meant kids. Horrendous vape flavors. Now, of course, when these companies went to advertise to children, they said we have to advertise to children and other groups as well, to everyone. We have to advertise to the grandparent who used to be smoking, the parent, and then the child, then the sister of the child, then the friend of the child, then the teacher of the child, then also the dog. So that's why there's a wide range of vape flavors. But when I was researching this, I thought I'd see like, I don't know, berry crunch, lemonade flavor. But what I've been seeing, let me just do a whole summary of all the horrendous flavors that I found. Crunch cereal, bubblegum, bounty, cactus, custard, lemon, butter, roast chicken, garlic, bacon, black pepper, tuna, rainbow, mango French toast, chicken and waffles, matcha, minted lamb, toothpaste, pickles, green Thai curry, sauerkraut, matcha, minted lamb, toothpaste, pickles, green Thai curry, sauerkraut, cherry tobacco, Hennessy, pizza, jalapeno, blue cheese, buttered popcorn, chocolate bacon, and cannabis. All these vape flavors are horrendous, so I'm really wondering, how could someone be addicted to jalapeno flavored vape? Is something really wrong with you inside the head, or did you get a brain injury which caused something to become really wrong inside your head? Because it's really not making sense to me. You are paying money and ingesting jalapeno flavored vape. The research in this video, I found out so many things about vaping that I didn't know. You can make your own flavor of vape. It's become a mix and match thing.
The woman was too stunned to speak.
They're really appealing to all to the youth and all types of demographics. Why is this even possible? Like, you can't make flavored cigarettes. At least I don't think you can. You can't make flavored crack. At least not yet. So how the hell can you make flavored electronically air? So the next thing we're going to get into is types of vapists. Okay? So, number one. If someone offered them a hit of a vape, they'll take it. They vaped before, but they're not a vape addict, and they wouldn't actually spend money on a vape. They don't have mental issues. Now, these ones, they're okay. We will allow them because they are not addicts, and it's not like they're even on a vape themselves. Because who's spending £8 on a raspberry chicken flavor vape? Personally, not me. Then, the next type is the common vapor. Actually, the common vapist. This is the first line of addiction. These people, they own a vape, but they don't vape in school, thankfully. They can go at least a whole day without a vape, but they can't go a whole week without a vape. The third one, we'll call this one mid-level vape addict. They cannot go a whole day without a vape. They're addicted to their vape. I've been seeing this with my own eyes, visualizing and seeing what people are doing for vape. One day no vape, they cannot survive. Even in school, you catch these people in the toilets here vaping. You don't have a bit of shame? If they lose that vape, Jesus, they will switch. They'll be all happy going. Then when they lose that vape, they will turn into Hulk. The way you'll think that their phone got snatched. It's not a phone, it costs £5, mate. over flavored air. Sharing these days is really expensive because some people really don't have it. Some people have jewelry as an accessory, sometimes even a pet like a dog. But these people, they like using the vape as an accessory. You'll see them in TikToks, they'll be like that.
22 on me, Aniston, shoot movies, Jennifer, and
They'll even have the vape matching with their outfit, so they look #swag. What's wrong with you in your head? Using a cheap £8 piece of plastic straight from China that's going to give you cancer as an accessory. You really thought that one was the last level. You must be mistaken, because nothing is the final level until I say the word crack. The last one is the crack level vapors. Just imagine a crack addict, what they look like, what they do for crack, how they are, how they've ruined their life for crack. And then imagine they're not addicted to crack, but they're addicted to nicotine/vaping. That is what the crack vapist is. These people, it's reached the level 3 people, 1 vape, sharing the vape in the middle of a class. When there's a teacher there, they'll be vaping. In the middle of a class, there's a teacher at the front of the board and you're there vaping. Not only that, you're sharing the vape. I think people forgot what herpes is. If you share vapes, you can get STDs. You do realize that, right? These people are fucking up their lungs. They can't do any simple athletic tasks without going into a whole wheezing fit as if they're a 5-year-old child back in the 1800s suffering from tuberculosis. Even if they go to a foreign nation, they will somehow find a way to bring a vape. I don't know how. You cannot even speak Spanish. No tú hablas español. Pero tú can find vape. You can either find a way to smoke with that vape in or find a way to go and buy a vape in a country where you can't even speak the language. So, because you people like buying vapes from factories in Bangladesh and China but don't care about regulations, they've actually found heavy metals in a lot of vapes. Heavy metals can cause arrhythmia, anemia, brain damage and memory loss, which I'm not surprised about, difficulty breathing, kidney and liver damage, miscarriage, cancer, chills, diarrhea, nausea and dehydration. The effects of nicotine are decreased appetite, diarrhea, increased blood pressure and heart rate, and nausea and sweating. So I guess if you vape, you'll have like double diarrhea because heavy metals cause diarrhea and nicotine. So it'll kind of feel like food poisoning. Now, obviously, I can yap and tell you how vaping is going to kill you and give you explosive diarrhea, which is going to leave you stuck on the toilet. But of course, I have to say the solution to vaping. The youth love nicotine and the youth also love gum. And they like flavored things. What if I made nicotine gum? So I put like nicotine in the gum, and then to appeal to the younger youth and children, I make like pineapple SpongeBob flavor, and then every single person will be vaping. Even the babies watching SpongeBob will be vaping because we are making SpongeBob pineapple vape. The other solution is poisoning vapes.
Oh, you sound like you slow.
If we start putting poison in vapes, people will stop vaping. Or they'll just die. If you put laxatives inside vapes, people won't be vaping anymore. Because imagine you hit a vape and then you have diarrhea. Will you still be vaping? You will say no. So if we start putting all these diseases in vapes, people will be too sick to actually vape and go and buy vapes. And that will help end the vape epidemic in the country, in Europe, in the Western world, and across the world. And that was my TED Talk, and that was my explanation, and that is my solution. Thank you for hosting me, and I hope you enjoyed the video.